Hello everyone and welcome back to the Carcode channel. My name's Sam and if you're new here make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for new car reviews most weeks. I do try. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the all new Honda E. This is Honda's first fully electric car instead of hybrids and it's their answer to small, cute and quirky cars. It has two main competitors, the Fiat 500 electric and the Mini electric. They both pack in retro and cute appeal as well. There is many obviously competitors in the electric small car market now and it keeps increasing every month and every year. So I'm going to talk about this car, the benefits, the downsides and what I think of it overall as a car. I'll take it for a test drive for you, show you the features inside and out and tell you what I think. Now you can't talk about the Honda E without talking about the style, and looks do matter of course, especially in the electric car market, especially for an expensive small car. Any car, the first thing we see is the outside of the car and how the car looks. This car is finished in the black paintwork. All paintwork options are a £600 option. The only standard colour is called charred yellow. It's a solid yellow colour. I know you'd think I like yellow cars since I've got a yellow car, but I'm not a huge fan of it. My favourite colour is this black colour. I really love it. Reason being is this black charging hood is black on every model, as is this visor section and this section here. So it doesn't really blend in very well and it's a contrast and it just all blends in together so much nicer in the black colour option. This is the colour I'd go for. You can actually get a style pack for the Honda E as well. Does it need a style pack? I think not. The style pack though comes in at £2,195. It's essentially a body kit and it makes the car look lower even though it's not. To be fair, this probably looks a bit better with its bit more ride height. You could spec this car to over £40,000, which is way too much. The style doesn't stop at the front of the vehicle either. If you come down to the side, you've got integrated rear handles into the door. Looks like a 3-door vehicle, but it's actually a 4- or 5-door vehicle. The handles pop out and they automatically do when you walk up to the car. And there we go, it opens. So it's keyless entry, which is obviously a really nice feature to have. This C-pillar is very reminiscent of the Golf. It's the exact same shape, and I know there's little design elements of the Golf and Mark 1 Golf in there, and that when I first saw the concept I thought, oh my god, it looks just like a Golf. But now I can see it has definitely got its own identity a lot more, but it does have a few elements which are quite nice. To the rear of the vehicle we have round tail lamps, similar to the headlamps, but you've got a bit more of a sloped look. On camera it doesn't pick up as well as in person. They are quite different, the front and the rear. Wheels come in a choice of either 16 or 17 inch alloy wheels. These are 17 inch, it's standard on the advanced model. You can also sort of downgrade to the 16s if you want, and they're an all black wheel. They look really nice and they're standard on the Honda E model. These reduce the range according to Honda by 6 miles officially. They look cool though, they're still really comfortable. So there's a little button with a charge on it there, and you've got to hold it. And then it will open like so. There is a few downsides to this. Obviously it gets rain in it and you need to buy a rain cover, which retails at £120. Cox Motor Group has it online for just £102 for the rain cover. And I'll plug it in now. With an at-home wall box like this one, the Pod Point, this car will take just over 4 hours to fully charge. Not long at all. It'll come on to say it's charging and it'll go blue. With a public fast charger, it'll go from 0 to 80% or 20 to 100% in just 30 minutes. So that's really quick. That's at a 50 kilowatt charger. If you're doing it from a 3-pin socket, so if you think, oh, I'll just charge it from my mains, it's going to take 18 hours, so not worth it. You definitely need to get yourself a wall box if you're going to get one of these. Honda's idea, same as Mazda's is what they claim, is they use a smaller battery so they can make the car cheaper. This car's not cheap, but also to make the car lighter, which makes a lot of sense. Delivers the power better. There's 2 motors available. There's a 136 horsepower motor with a 35 kilowatt battery and this 154 horsepower motor with the same 35.5 kilowatt hour battery. So let's take the Honda E for a drive. So I first saw the Honda E in 2019 at the Geneva Motor Show, over 3 years ago now. So I might be a little bit late to this review, but nevertheless, here it is, and it's a 22 plate model. So I'm so happy that Cox Motor Group has allowed me to do this video on this car, because it is exciting. This car would be perfect for a city dweller. Maybe you live in London in a high-rise apartment that's got private, like, underground parking with charging. You have offices in the city. Something like that, this would be great. Obviously, the batteries make a car heavier, but because this only has a 35 kilowatt battery, it's a lot lighter. I put my foot down though. It's really responsive. Some people have said, oh, it's not got a lot of go to it. This is the Advance, like I say, with 154 horsepower, but it's got more than any 154 horsepower normal car would feel like. It's so responsive. It's crazy. That's in one pedal as well, so when you take it off, it slows down for you. But wow, very impressed. I do like the one pedal driving here. It's very nice. The percentage is going down, but the range is going up, so I think I'm driving quite well. Sometimes I do feel the need to go into a gear. The motor and the tyre noise can sometimes combine and sound slightly like engine revs, but also it's in your mind of getting used to an electric car. This car would just be like the best in autumn and winter. I know that's when like the range will be the worst, but it just has those cozy warm vibes to it. It's got heated seats as standard, heated steering wheel on the Advanced model. It just has them cute cuddly vibes to it, really. I feel very high up. It's a very commanding driving position. I've got a bit of headroom, not a lot. I'm 5'7", but I do have the seat quite high up. This is a really good car for short drivers, actually. If you're 5 foot, I think you'll be really comfortable in this car, and that's really nice. They've made it really accessible for everyone. The thing that I find hard is that I know in a few years we're going to have options from Audi, Mercedes, BMW that are going to be small electric cars that we've been told will be sub 30k. So that becomes a bit of an issue when we get told that, because this is a £37,000 car. It's thought that it's going to keep its value very well, and I think it will. It's got a bit of a cult following. It's such a cute little car. It's very unique. I mean, have you seen a car like this inside or out? I don't think so. The parking cameras are amazing on this. I need to show you this. This is the camera system on the Advanced model, which is being tested now. It has got a self-park feature as well. It just makes parking really easy. You get a Nissan style, as I like to call it, because they're sort of the pioneers of the 360 aerial view technology. And it's also got sensors at the back of the car as well. But what's really impressive about this car is the turning circle. I can put the cameras back on. So there's a car right there. Easy peasy. So the Honda E, lots of people have said it. This car's more like a living room than a car. So comfortable, such lovely seats. Another thing, this sunroof comes as standard, and lots of Japanese cars have this feature, but I love it. Look how easy it is just to automatically just become a stargazer or just go to sleep in this car. And there you go. Unlike the ID3 though, you don't have an armrest on this car at all. They have those little captain-like armrests. Something like that would be good. You don't have anything, but to be honest, the seats are comfy enough and it doesn't bother me too much. One thing that does bother me is these sun visors. So they have been printed the fabric of the roof. They're not actually this fabric of the roof. They are like a fake leather with the picture of the fabric on the thing. It looks very naff and cheap. Look how far they overhang over the roof. They're too big. They don't need to be like that, because if I'm driving like that and this high up, I literally can't see anything. So I have to do that. And you can, of course, shut the sunroof if you want for a cosy feel. But you've got that light headlining. There's nothing worse than being in the winter and you've got a dark headlining car with no sunroof, and it's just, everything's grey and black and just, ugh. Now, you may may be fooled looking at the square shape of this car. You may think, oh, it's got a quite decent sized boot, and that's what I would have thought too. But let's have a little look at the boot. This boot has got the charging cables in, and you can't fit much else in there. The boot is smaller, yes, smaller than a Smart 4.2. The two-seater little dinky cars that go around are not even a little bit smaller. It's 89 litres, smaller than a Smart 4.2. That's about the same difference between a Ford Fiesta and a Volkswagen Golf, which is quite big, isn't it? Whole class difference. 171 litres, tiny. Listen to this, 2 Honda e-boots, yeah? Still less luggage space than a Volkswagen Polo with 350 litres. That is tiny. The motor's under here. It is a rear wheel drive car. I had to deliver a hose pipe for someone. It got the hose pipe in and it took up pretty much the whole boot. Absolutely tiny. And that is a bit of an annoyance for me. You can see there that the depth between the wall and the charge port and the charge point and the bushes and the flowers. Like that, it all becomes one picture. It becomes quite flat. So it is really hard to judge things. It's because I just leave it on that. Another gripe about this car is the fact that the passenger seat has no height adjustment whatsoever. They can't be on the same level as you, and I find that a bit weird when I'm driving sometimes when someone's dead low and you're high up. It feels a bit weird, and it feels weird as a passenger as well. It's such a shame that they didn't put it in. It's such a pathetic thing to not have on a car, isn't it? A £38,000 car. This is the upgraded leather interior and it still doesn't have it. Also, the sunroof is fixed glass, you can't open it. So, yeah. Although this camera system is amazing and really unique and aerodynamic, it does make me wonder if a rock flies up and hits the camera, that's going to cost a lot more than a mirror. That's what me and Tegan were saying. We were thinking, hang on, a mirror is a bit of glass. Sure, it has to be the right shape for your car, but you go to Halfords and most common cars, they're like 20 quid for your mirror. This is not going to cost 20 quid if that breaks. Look at the quality of them cameras. It's amazing technology, but I worry about that. Or if you're going through mud and mud splatters up on here, you have to get out and clean them. What if like you had a technical fault or something and the mirrors didn't work? Like, what are you going to do? Like, that'll work, so you'll probably be okay because you'll be able to see out that, but you don't have any side mirrors. The leather's a pricey option, £1,395, and when this advanced model starts at £36,920, so another £1,400 on top of that, and another £600 for the paint. This is like £2,000 worth of options. Expensive Honda, just make it a bit cheaper. But I think if I win the lottery, then this is probably going to be the thing. It's like no other vehicle out there, and that's what's so cool about it. It's amazing. What other car looks like this? So I just wish more manufacturers would spice things up a bit. If manufacturers are really going to look at the Honda E and learn a lot of things, I feel a bit sorry for the Honda E in some ways, because it's sort of a test hamster for all these things. Obviously, it's hit by the short range and the high price. All these manufacturers are going to be taking notes right now from Honda, going, yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, people like that, people don't like that. And as they should, you know, but Honda should work. I'm hoping they keep working as well and make another Honda E. Another cool thing on this advanced model is the fact that it's got a 3-pin plug. Maybe you're a hairdresser. You know, you can do like your hair in here if you want. Why not? I mean, that's probably a bit silly, but Honda E is a great little electric car. Perfect for town and city driving if you've got a charge port at work or if you have a short commute. Maybe you're looking for something in the premium sector anyway. Range Rover or Vogues, higher up cars, minis, like Mini Coopers, things like that, that do get into the 30,000s. This is perfect. Sadly, obviously, it going up £10,000 in a mere year and a half is a real shame. That makes it not an easy purchase for people to make and to justify this much money on a car that does so little range. But I think for those select buyers there's going to be a cult following of this car and it will continue for many years. All cute cars with round headlights, think the Mini, think the Beetle, think the Nissan Figaro, and to have a cult following. I loved it from the get-go, I love it still. It's probably not the best electric car out there, but it's one that pulls on people's heartstrings. It has the nicest interior out of any electric car I've been in, and I really love this car. A big thanks to Cox Motor Group for allowing me to borrow this car as well. Their link is down in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you very soon for my next video.